I'm gonna get emotional.
We got quite a few people in the room today, which is awesome. So thanks for coming by. As always, we are going to walk around our campus and go see all the cool stuff we have to offer. Go see all the lab spaces that you're going to use inside of your programs. This is a great time of year because right now, if you've applied, you've probably received an offer, and if not, it's coming soon, especially for the program that's going to be coming in the future here. Or maybe you have received an offer and you're hoping to find out what this place looks like, what you can expect. Well, that's what we're going to go look at today. So thank you so much for joining. Thanks for coming by. This is pretty relaxed too. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk around the campus. I'm going to show you all the different labs that we have, all the different student service areas. A couple things to keep in mind. So some like housekeeping notes before we get too far, and I'm going to repeat this as we go in and out. One, I may lose connection. That happens periodically. It's a big, giant campus. We have lots of access points. If the screen drops, or if my stream drops, I should say, not screen, I'm going to rejoin right away. So we have an amazing person from IT who's going to be helping us through this whole thing. His name's Eric Brown. Give him a big clap in the chat if you can. But he's going to make sure that we stay connected. But just keep in mind, if my stream drops, it's okay. I'm going to come back. Don't worry about it. Also, some of the labs are in different places. We're going to see our main campus today, which is home to our health wing, our technology wing, our student services, our cafeteria, the fun stuff like our esports arena and SAC room, student administrative council, that is. So we're going to see all that. But if you're looking to find out about our fire campus, we're going to hold that on a different day because it's in a different spot. Same with like our residence and kitchen area. We'll be able to show you that at a different time. But for today, we're going to see our main campus. So that's going to be the plan. Going to walk about. And if you have any questions, let me know. You have YouTube chat if you're watching on YouTube. You also have live chat if you're on lambtoncollege.ca right now. So in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you should see a little chat box. Logan Savage is on the other end of that. He's going to be able to let us know if there's any questions. He's in my ear. That's why I got an earphone in today. So let us know what your questions are. If you want to see something, if you hope to see something that maybe you're not seeing and want to let us know, you can do that there. Or if you just want to say, hey, what's up? Please do so because we love to hear from you. All right, so once again, my name is Brady from Lambton College. We're going to walk about. I'm an enrollment advisor here, so you know what I do. I help future students like yourselves get the information that you need. Get connected with student services, talk to the people you need to talk to, answer the questions you're looking to get answered. So let me know what you're thinking. It's my job to make sure you're well taken care of before classes begin in September, and let me know how I can do that. Maybe you do that while we're chatting and walking about here. Okay, so I have my mask off right now. Currently, there's a pandemic. I know I'm not breaking anybody's or blowing anybody's mind by saying that, but I am going to put my mask on as we walk about. I'm kind of in a secluded area of the college right now. Not a lot of people walk down here at this time. There are also quite a few classes going on, so we won't be able to get into every single lab space, but most of them have like really nice big windows, so we'll be able to see that and see from the inside out. And I'm going to try and get into as many labs as I possibly can, but if there's classes, I don't want to disturb students. They're studying hard. They're doing a lot of good work out there, so I don't want to bug them too much, but we will get to see as much as we possibly can. We hold these every 2 weeks, so if, gonna mask up, if for whatever reason, maybe we can't get into a lab, come back 2 weeks from now. We might be able to get into it then if there's no classes going on. So right now I'm in our Nova Chemicals Health and Research Center. This is our newest wing of the school. It's home to a lot of our health programs. It's home to a lot of just general classrooms. It's also home to a lot of really cool spots where you can take advantage of some neat services like massage therapy. there's a class going on in there. I can't go in that classroom right now and show everybody, but this is our clinic. It's our massage therapy clinic on campus. It's where our massage therapy students practice all their hands-on work, to which there is quite a bit of. It's a very hands-on program, massage therapy. So the good news there, though, if you want to become a massage therapist, we have some of the highest pass rates in the province for the RMT exam. We do a fantastic job of pumping students out who are very well educated to become registered massage therapists and pass their exams in a very successful rate, especially compared to most other schools in the province, private and public. So we're not only fantastic at pumping students out into the industry, but if you're a student in any program, or even if you're not, you can get out an hour-long massage for 10 bucks. Can't really beat that anywhere. They do a fantastic job. You want an hour-long massage, don't go to a clinic other than our own, because you're going to pay way more elsewhere than you're going to pay here, and it helps our students get the hands-on experience they need. There's also an I don't want to bug them too much. The door's open. They can probably hear me yelling. So I'm just going to head down here a little bit. So there's a class going on in there too, but that was our occupational therapist assistant, physiotherapist assistant lab space. Won't be able to show that one off too much. We got pictures on our website if you want to go see it. Maybe if you're looking at OPTA, let us know and we can answer some chat or some questions in the chat for you. But it's a simulation lab space for our occupational therapist assistant, physiotherapist assistant students. It's where they get their hands-on learning, which is a big part of that program as well. It's a state-of-the-art lab facility. We actually teamed up with doctors, OTs, and PTs from our Blue Water Health Network that came in and designed their dream lab, and we built it. So it's a fully functional physiotherapy clinic, occupational therapy clinic with the same equipment. Only difference is we're using it for learning and not administering care, but it's next to the same thing. It's really neat to see in action. There's a class going on, so I can't talk about it too much or go in there. Maybe you'll see this walk by. Wow, great. Thank you everybody for coming by too. This is fantastic. Some of the best viewership we've ever had at one of these things. My name is Brady. For those that have just joined up, I'm an enrollment advisor here. We're walking about our campus. We're seeing what we have to offer. Big thank you once again. Let me know if you have any questions. I love chatting with students. If you want to see anything, if you're like, hey, I'm really stoked to see the esports arena, let me know and I'll try and show that if we can. Or answer some questions too. If you're curious about admission requirements, if you're curious about meal plans, whatever it might be, let us know in the chat, YouTube chat or live chat. We're here to answer questions. I get winded when I go up these stairs. It's embarrassing. All right. So this is our retail pharmacy technician lab. You can see in here. Move my face out the way. Awesome. Cool. So this is the retail side. Our pharmacy technician lab is one of the biggest that we have on campus. It looks like Walmart, it looks like a Rexall, because that's where a lot of pharmacists work, but that's not the only place. We also have a hospital pharmacy, which I'm gonna go to over here. And if I walk sideways, you're gonna see glimpses of it. My head wasn't in the way. So you can see part of our hospital pharmacy there. You can see our clean room there, our ante room where we prepare IV medicines, where we prepare really delicate medicines that you have to be very clean and sanitary for. Might be able to, here's an IV bag hanging in there. So these hoods are the same things you're gonna find in a hospital where pharmacists are required to prepare IV medicines. And the way this building works is really unique. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But that was our pharmacy technician lab. And there's also a class going on in our hospital, but we'll show that there. Hey, how you doing? You're good. Awesome. So that's our simulation hospital. There's a class going on, so I can't pop into this door. I'm gonna try and get in the other one and show you a sneak peek if I can. But you can see 3 tiers of beds there, 42 bed simulation hospital. That's used for nursing, practical nursing, bachelor of science nursing. Our paramedic students use it. Our pharmacy technician students use it. Our personal support worker students use it. Anybody that operates in a hospital setting is going to get the exact same experience here because it is virtually a fully functional 42-bed simulation hospital. So you'll see, keep a mental note, this is our kind of like our central hub of our health building. You can see a lot of doors around me. You can see the door to the emergency room hospital area there. You can see the paramedic lab door here. We're going to see that in a second. Keep this in mind. This is really cool how it all works together. I'm going to talk about it in a second. All right, so we are going to walk to the other end of the hall here, and I'm going to try and sneak in the back door of our hospital. I won't be talking in there because I don't want to disturb the classes, but I want to show you at least one of the tiers of beds if I can. Any questions? Once again, let me know. I'm here to chat with you guys. Please, if there's anything, use the live chat service, say hello, let me know your favorite color. I would love to hear what your favorite colors are, whatever it is. Just let me know what you're thinking. Okay, yeah, I can sneak in here. Good stuff. If it lets me. Sit tight. All right, we're good. Okay, so we are in our simulation hospital. Here, lots of beds. And I also want to show you these rooms. They're really cool. All right, we're safe. I'm gonna close this. Awesome. So we are in one of our ICU units. Not only do we have 42 beds, but we have 2 ICU units that are fully quarantined NICU units that you would find in a hospital setting. And this is a really cool spot. So we have semi-private rooms, 3 tiers of them in front of me. You can't see it right now. Then we have these 2 ICU units. Many of the beds are outfitted with a human simulated robot. Doesn't look like too much right now, but these things are really cool when they're in operation. They're about $80,000 to $140,000 a piece, depending on their fidelity. They talk, they breathe. The professor can put a headset on and make the robot start talking to you. So if you give it a medicine and it's the wrong one, the robot can be like, oh, my stomach hurts, or like, I feel woozy, or whatever it might be. And then that way you can react in real time, just like you would in a real patient. You can take their blood, you can give them medicines, you can inject them. They do everything but get up and walk around, and it's really cool to see in action. Most of the beds have these robots in them, like I said, 80 to 140,000 a piece, and they're really, really neat to see in action. And the cool thing with this room is it's almost outfitted like a stage. I don't know if anybody in here has been in like a theater production or seen a play or something, but you'll see, I don't know if you can, drop mics. There's drop mics all over the room and cameras. So this way, when you're doing your practical experience, the teacher can be in the middle room, you can be in here doing your thing, nobody's in the room with you, you're alone, feeling comfortable, but you're still getting a watchful eye, and you're able to be graded without somebody being over your shoulder watching what you do and feeling that, giving you that pressure. They can be in a completely different place and watching you just the same as if they were here. It's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna exit. Fun, 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 fun. Okay, so like I said, 3 tiers inside that room. We are just gonna take a peek at our study pods. These are pretty cool to, well, they're rooms, let's be real. They're empty rooms, but they each have TVs, they each have sound bars. So let's say if you have a group project, grab a study pod, hop in there anytime you like, pull something up on the TV, watch a movie, watch YouTube, pull up your presentation if you're practicing a presentation. This is our audiology lab. Starting in September, we're relaunching our Communicative Disorders Assistance Program, and this is where students are going to get to learn how to test the hearing capacity of patients. These tanks are really cool to see in action. Well, you don't really see much when they're in action, but they're really cool to be in. When you're in one of those, it's completely silent, and that allows us to have a bias-free zone where we can test different aspects of someone's hearing and pathology in order to make sure that they're able to hear things correctly or able to speak correctly. So it's like a sound tank, if you will, except there's no sound. It's really, really funky to be inside. Also, forgive my haircut. Haven't been able to get a haircut for like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks now. So normally my hair doesn't look as crazy as it does right now. Cool, okay, so this is our apartment. We have 2 of them. All right. I think I'm safe to go in here. Sometimes I enter these rooms and then find out there's a class here and then I have to leave. So I'm sneaking around right now. Hello? Okay, we're good. I'm alone. All right, good stuff. So these are 2 simulation apartments. They're back to back, easy walkway between them, but we have 2 of them for a pretty cool reason. So we have kitchens. I mean, it's an apartment. You guys know what these look like. A living room, bathroom. That's right, I'm showing bathrooms on a tour. This is weird, but it's not because it's for learning. This is a bedroom. You can see some really cool equipment. I don't know if you've noticed, but as I walk around, there's a lot of specialized equipment into here. because this is where personal support worker students learn to practice in-home care and operate all that equipment, lift assist devices, safe hygiene devices, like what you might find in a bathroom like this, where you have ways to get your shower safe and use the washroom safe and all that kind of cool stuff. Remember how we talked about that room in the hospital? Well, here we are inside of our PSW paramedic lab. And the paramedic side of things is because we run rescue missions out of here. So you can see there's some paramedic equipment right there. So remember how I talked a few minutes ago about how all of our health programs work together and there's that central hub of our health building? Keep that in mind. Once again, don't forget, there's a cool story coming. So we're walking back towards there, one more lab to see, and then we'll talk about how all these labs work together. All right, paramedic. Good stuff. Okay, so we're in our paramedic lab now. You can tell it's a paramedic lab. There's an ambulance in it. It's also a big giant room. This is where we practice paramedicine care and patient care and safe ways to lift someone and get them into a hospital or out of the building or out of the car. Whatever it is paramedics do. You guys know, especially if you're looking at that program, you are first responders and you never know what you're walking into. And this is a big giant open space where we can practice all those scenarios. We also have an ambulance. The front of it is chopped off. It used to be on the road, but it has everything you need to learn as far as ambulatory care, because we have one right here. It's pretty cool. It doesn't drive around anymore because the front's missing, but it still has the same effect. You can gurney, you can get people in and out, you can do all the stuff that paramedics do, which I could probably stand to learn a little bit more of, because all I have to say is we have an ambulance in there, but it's fully equipped with everything that you would experience as a paramedic professional. Equipment room, I think we just looked at this, but lots of places for us to store equipment because paramedics have a lot of it. You learn to build your kit bags and your safe bags and all that kind of stuff here and then bring it out into the field. Okay, so we're gonna head over to the hub, like I said, and this is where things get a little interesting for health students. So right here, remember we were here earlier, lots of doors. We got pharmacy labs or hospital pharmacy or compounding room where they make medicine behind me. We have the entrance to our hospital. We have the apartments down the hall and the paramedic lab right behind me. So what'll happen is we're the only school that does this, and it's the whole reason why we built this building. Let's say PSW is in that apartment. They're taking care of their patient and they find that person collapsed in the kitchen. They don't know what happened. They know that that person has to go to the hospital though. So the PSW does what they do to make sure they're safe, and then they call 911. Our paramedic students get the call. They're in here, they're doing their thing. Oh, they got the call. So they go down to the apartment, they take that patient, they rescue them, they bring them into the ambulance if they need to, and then they bring them into our emergency room, which is right behind me. The nurses work with that paramedic student to take the patient into their care, and then they put the call into our pharmacy technician students, who then make the medicines, get the medicines onto the medicine cart and deliver to the patient that was just brought to the nurses by our paramedic students. It's one big happy health family. That's exactly what you're going to experience in the real world, and we can practice that because we built this lab space with that purpose in mind. It's really cool to see in action. We're the only place you can do these math simulations, and it's a lot of fun. That's what it's about. It's about learning, it's about being a professional, it's about having fun at the same time. All right, so we're going on a walk. Sweet. One thing I want to show you, can't really see it. Maybe if I cut the glare down. No, can't see it too well. There's a big giant gymnasium in there. I wish the lights were on. That would be really, really cool. Last time I did this, they turned on halfway through. We got to see, but that's our Olympic-sized gymnasium where basketball players play, where we have intramural sports, where we have recreation hours. It's one of the largest gyms in the province. Maybe you can see it a bit better here. Yeah, a little bit. It seats about like 1,200 people. So when there's a basketball game going on, right behind me, you can't see it, but there's a, I think it's 208-inch LED jumbotron. Feels like a miniature NBA game when you're at one of our basketball games. Our team is super competitive. Our basketball coach has done a really good job of building a super strong team for the last couple of years, and they're a lot of fun to go watch. They do very, very well. We're going to see our fitness center. All right, a question. Can we still apply for September 2021? Heck yeah. Yeah, you can. Applications are open now on ontariocolleges.ca. You can absolutely apply. Most programs are still accepting students. Some highly competitive programs have gone waitlisted. So just something to keep in mind if you're looking at, really it's paramedic, Bachelor of Science Nursing, practical nursing, social service worker, OPTA may, it hasn't yet, but may go waitlisted, so apply now if you can. But those are highly competitive programs. Everything else, still accepting applications, still accepting students. Students are getting offers daily for other programs. So yes, can you still apply? Absolutely. And we'll help you do that. We will help you apply. We will even pay for your $95 application fee. All right, so we're going into our fitness center. How you doing? Good. Doing a live tour. Is it cool if I walk about? I'm doing a live tour. Is it cool if I walk about?
Oh yeah, I'm just finishing setting up the class. So.
Wicked. Awesome. So we're in our fitness center here. It's a big, it's brand new. Opened with our athletics facility. For student, you can use this as much. Oh, I think I'm dropping out a little bit. Okay, good stuff. See, we are dropping out, but we come right back. All right, so I'm just going to go in here. This is our personal training studio. So our fitness center is made up of a bunch of different areas. This is the personal training studio where you can see some spin class bikes are set up. There's also a giant TV on the screen. There's a huge sound system. And then if we come over here, you can see a computer built into the wall. So what'll happen is if you want to get a workout, let's say you want to do yoga, you want to do a spin class, you want to do whatever, hop over to the computer, pull up your workout. It'll pop up on the TV. You can choose the duration. You can choose the intensity, just like you hired a personal trainer for the next hour, for the next hour and a half, 45 minutes, whatever you want. They pop up. They go away when you're done. You save a bunch of money. It's totally free. But we also have live classes here too, where there's going to be, instructed classes Monday through Thursday at a certain time. So keep an eye out for the schedule for that. But if there's ever one of those classes that you missed or something that isn't there that you want to do, hop on the computer and pull up your workout. Awesome. So we have some cardio areas here, really nice treadmills. Each one of those are about $14,000, $15,000. If you go to Good Life, they're about like $8,000 or $9,000. So some really nice, really comfortable banded treadmills. Over here, we have some more cardio that overlooks our gym, ellipticals and recumbent bikes. So if there's a basketball game going on, you want to get a workout, hop on a recumbent, hop on a bike. We got circuit training areas right behind me. We have specific weight machines here. This is all for students to use. And then we have our weight room. So lots and lots of areas, huge gym. This is one of the nicest gyms in Sarnia. If you are paying for a gym membership, drop that membership when you become a student here, because this is all part of your student fees. You get access to that Monday through, I think it's all week, normally when there's like no pandemic, of course, but Monday through Sunday, limited hours on the weekend, a little bit more limited than the weekday. But anyways, all that information will be sent to you. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be moving throughout different parts of the school here. I will be dropping signal a little bit. We got another fitness center here too. That's another one. That is for program-specific training. So we, and I'm going to rush through this. I think I'm dropping out. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so that fitness center, we have two of them. We also have two gymnasiums. We use the second gymnasium and the second fitness center for program-specific training in police foundations, protection, security, investigation, firefighting. All those programs have a pretty large fitness aspect, and they have their own gym, their own fitness center to get all the workout done as part of their curriculum. That's really, really neat, because that way you're not fighting for space with students just trying to get a workout. All right. Once again, any questions, this is a great time. We're going on a little bit of a walk here, so let me know what you're thinking, and I'm more than happy to answer anything you might be curious about. All right behind me is our Enactus studio, or Enactus office, I should say. This is their trophy room. Lots and lots of trophies you can see. There's our World Championship and runner-up World Championship trophies from 2018, 2019, respectively. Enactus is a group of students whose whole goal is to change the world to be a better place. And they do that through entrepreneurial spirit. So that's what Enactus stands for. It's Entrepreneurs in Action for Us All. And really what it is a bunch of really cool and friendly students who are trying to get together and better people's lives in some way or another. And then they get on stage, they talk about their stories, they talk about their experience, And one of the teams typically wins, and another one comes second place, and there's competitions at the regional level, and the national level, and the world level. At the world level, there's hundreds of institutions that compete from across the world. Some of the biggest schools you can think of compete in Enactus: Yale, Western University, University of Windsor, pretty much all the major schools you can think of in Ontario, and many in the United States have an Enactus team with much bigger budgets, much bigger student bodies than we do, and our school has beat them all for the last 2 years that the competition has been running. Super proud about that, and we have an amazing dedicated set of staff and students who build these projects, who change the world to be a better place, get on stage and talk about it, and have a really good time while doing so. Every single student can join Enactus, doesn't matter what program you're in. It's a great way to meet people. It's a great way to have fun. It's a great way to put stuff on your resume and get in contact with different people from industries that are judges in these competitions. If you want to meet people, build your resume up at the same time, and change the world to be a better place, Enactus is the perfect program to get involved with. Like I said, it's open to every single student out there. How you doing? All right, so we're going to check out our chemistry labs. Should be okay to get in there. All right. So these are chemistry labs. I'm in the organic chemistry lab right now. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't see you there. My apologies. No, we're doing a live tour, so just showing off the lab spaces. Okay, yeah, I'll take off. No, it's okay. No, that's okay. We can look through the windows. It's okay. Don't worry about it. All right. I didn't have safety glasses, so I wasn't supposed to be in there. All right. So we'll look through the windows. That's okay. Normally there's nobody in there. I didn't see her hanging out between. She must have been doing some preparation for one of her classes. So we have the organic chemistry lab on the other side. We also have our chemistry lab on this side here. This is where students in chemical production, power engineering, chemical lab technologists get to practice all their chemistry skills. Safety is our number 1 concern. That's why I was just told to leave that lab space. It's okay though. I don't have safety glasses and we're on a bit of a time constraint, so don't worry about why we weren't able to see that. Next time, we'll come prepared with safety glasses. Good to know for the future. Okay, so those were the chemistry labs. And once again, any questions, let me know. We're here to chat about anything you're curious about. So far, we've had the question about, is there still time to apply? There certainly is. OntarioColleges.ca is accepting applications as we speak. We're issuing offers daily for different programs, still accepting students into many, many programs for September 2021. And if you want to apply, we will help you do that. We will cover your $95 application fee. No problems at all. Just let us know if you're interested in applying. You can let Logan know in one of the chats, either YouTube chat or live chat in the bottom right-hand corner. Let us know if you want to apply. We'll get you hooked up with that application fee for free. All right. So we are in our cafeteria. This is the upper caf. We have Tim Hortons behind us. Currently it's closed because there's a limited amount of students on campus. So a lot of this stuff is moved downstairs into our main cafeteria. And then we also have like a secondary food studio there, which changes from year to year. Sometimes it's a sandwich shop, sometimes it's a stir-fry place. Your meal card works at all of these spots, and then our main cafeteria is downstairs as well. All right. Oh, can't get in that door. We're going to try and get into our Student Administrative Council here. Perfect. Good stuff. All right, I think we're good. Oops. All right. Cool. So we are in the Student Administrative Council now. This is our student-ran council. Student Administrative Council kind of makes sense. If you want to run for any of the positions on Student Administrative Council, president, vice president, treasurer, there's positions for students. You can run, you can campaign, and if you are elected, great, now you have the position. The president gets her own office inside that building I just walked through, or inside that room. So that's pretty cool if you want your own office on campus and to put something really powerful on your resume. Do that. Run for council. We'll certainly help you get up to that point. This is also a place to hang out. You can see some couches, you can see some TVs behind me. They have PS4s hooked up to them too, so if you want to rip some games in between classes, hop on a TV, grab a couch, grab a chair, grab a friend, come play some games. Speaking of which, right behind me, lots of reflections, but maybe if I come over here. Yeah, you can see our gaming arena, 22 super high-end gaming. computers, they're PCs, they run any game you can think of, pretty much max settings, 1 gigabit internet running to each and every single one. So if you play any competitive games, try out for one of our teams. Maybe you play Overwatch competitively and you're pretty good, or maybe you're really good and you want to play for Lambton College, just like our basketball players do, just like our soccer players do. You can try out for one of our competitive esports teams, and we will be happy to have you try out. We will be happy to set you up with a team. If there's a game you play and there is not a team running at Lambton currently, let us know and you might be able to start that too. So once again, 22 super high-end computers here. You can also just rip games in between classes. You want to hop in there, play some games with a friend or something. I think there's an hourly charge. It's pretty inexpensive, but you also get access to a crazy high-end computer that runs virtually any game, like I said, at the max settings that it possibly can. All right, so we're just heading down to our Lion's Den. Walk through here. How you guys doing? Pretty good. All right, so this is their school pub. They have amazing food. They do serve alcohol. You have to be drinking age, of course, to get served here. So it's a great place to hang out after class if you're doing that. And even if you're not, you have friends that are. They want to grab a drink after class, come join them. They're not going to serve you alcohol, of course, but feel free to join your friends. It's a place for everyone. Your meal card does not work here. That's one of the only places. But apart from that, they do serve delicious food. They have really good drinks. They have different things happening on the last Thursday of every month as well. So there might be a band, DJ night, toga night, all sorts of different stuff. Stay tuned for that when you become a student. Oh, cool. Question. Hey, Dave, is it okay if I unlock the door? Cool. All right. Oop. How does that work? I can't figure this out. Will you show photography department today? 1 second. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Okay. That's all right. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How you doing, Rob? Good. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, I lost my camera a little bit. Where is my camera going? Okay, here we go. All right, we're back on track. Sorry about that. I couldn't figure out how to unlock a door. That's a first one for me. But we got it figured out. That's the good news. So the question was, are you going to be showing photography department? We will not. That's in a separate building. It's not too far from here. But if you want, you can email the program coordinator. His name is Richard Beland. And maybe someone in chat can post that for you. Richard.beland@lambtoncollege.ca. He would love to show you the materials that he has about his lab. Our building, where our photography lab is posted, or is located across the campus, it's a little ways away. Just to walk outside, it's not too far, but my Wi-Fi would drop. It would take a bunch of time to get there, so we won't be showing that today. However, I highly encourage you to get in contact with Richard, and he'll be happy to show you everything he has about his lab space. This is our lower caf. So this is the main cafeteria. Lots and lots of food in there. This is where you're going to buy 95% of your meals, especially if you're staying on residence. There's a pizza shop. There's a stir fry or a burger bar, like a bistro shop. On the one side, there's a daily special area located at the counter. There's a salad bar, a soup bar, Tim Hortons. It's a little room with a ton of selection. There's sushi days where they come in and have bento sushi here to prepare fresh sushi for people. Daily it changes. It's on the left-hand side, so check out that the board whenever you get in there, because sometimes there's some really inexpensive and really delicious meals that you can take advantage of that change daily. All right, so we're in the basement now. We are walking towards our trades and technology wing. You can see lots of lockers beside me. If you remember the Student Administrative Council, that's where you can purchase lockers. Oh my gosh, I can't talk all of a sudden. That's where you can purchase a locker, $40 for the year. If you have a lot of classes in the basement, maybe you get a locker in the basement. You got a lot of classes upstairs, maybe you get a locker upstairs. Lots and lots of choices. But if you want to get one, when I was a student here, I used one to hold my coat for the most part because kind of sucked carrying around a coat class to class. But you know, if you want to use your locker for that, you certainly can. Some students use it to keep all their books, all that kind of stuff. There's all over the place. This is our campus shop. Currently closed because of the pandemic, but their website is amazing. If you want to get any Lambton gear, sweaters, sweatpants, shirts, clothes, backpacks, whatever you want, you can purchase that on our campus shop's website. Perhaps someone in chat can share the link if they can find it. I Google it each time because it's the first one that pops up. I just Google Lambton College Campus Shop, pops right up. You can shop on there for textbooks. You can shop on there for stationery, electronics, clothing. Their prices are really good too, actually. Like most sweaters are $20 to $35. A lot of campuses I visit, they're much more than that. So that's not a bad price at all for a nice sweater. Cool. Yeah, ask away, please. Kaya, can you get a meal plan even if you're not staying on res? You know what, Kaya, that's a great question. I've had that asked before, and I'm not 100% on the answer. I believe you can. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure you can. The best way to find out, though, is to contact residents at lambtoncollege.ca. Residents, RESIDENCE, at lambtoncollege.ca. They can answer that for sure. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I've had it before. I know I've helped students find that answer. I just can't remember what it is. So by far, your best bet is to get a hold of residents at lambtoncollege.ca. All right, yeah, great questions. Please. Kate, when will you be showing a tour of residents? Kate, we're gonna have that set up pretty soon here. I don't have a date for you right now, but that is coming in the next, I would say between now and March 27th. At some point, we'll probably have a tour of residents. Haven't set the date quite yet. So sorry, I don't know what exactly that date's gonna be, but I do know that we're gonna email you or text you as soon as we can. I would imagine we're gonna get that set up sometime in the next couple weeks. During March break too, and I can't remember the exact week of March break, but during March break, we will 100% be having a tour of residents and a tour of our fire school and a tour of the photography lab, all that stuff that's not located in this main campus building. Absolutely, we will have that March break coming for you. However, I don't know if we're gonna have another one before that, so I'd have to get back to you on that for sure. But I can tell you that we will email you as soon as you can, and in the meantime, plan on joining us on March break. All right, so we're gonna hop into our maintenance lab. They're doing a lot of construction right now, so I'm probably not supposed to be in here, but we're just gonna take a mosey. Yeah, they're doing a lot of construction, so don't have too much to show you in this. The good news is it's changing for the better. You can see some of our leveling areas back there. However, this lab is huge and has a lot of different areas to it. There's a pneumatics hydraulic shop, there's a physics shop, there's a maintenance shop, there's a CNC area where you repair and install robots and CNC machines. It's really neat. Our millwright program is one of the best in the province, if not Canada. I have students that I'm talking with currently that are even thinking about coming from Alberta. Multiple different people who know about the power of the millwright industry and are coming to Ontario to study at Lambton to take millwright with us because it's one of the best programs around. It's by far the best in the province. I'd be willing to say it's one of the best in Canada. It's a really unique area where, if you don't know what a millwright does, they are jack of all trades, master of none type people. If a piece of machinery moves, articulates, spins, is a piece of machinery at all, that's a millwright's job to install, maintain, ensure its safety. So there's lots and lots of work in virtually every single industry you can think about. Millwrights of our programs, and those were some of the lab spaces. Unfortunately, we couldn't see too much of them. We also walked by our welding lab. We won't be able to pop into that one because I don't have a key for that one, but we do have an amazing welding techniques program, and each student gets their own booth. We run the hands-on welding classes, usually at about a maximum of 15 students or so. Each student has their own area to set up shop for the day, for the year, where they learn MIG, TIG, stick, all the different types of welding that you're going to be expected to know when you become a professional welder. And at the end, you graduate and are able to write your CWB tickets. So welding, cool. Awesome, new question, Samuel. Can you show the business department? Yes. So we'll see a little bit of that as we walk about. Business is located like everywhere. Usually not in the basement. There's not a lot of classes down here where you're going to take business classes, but they are located all sorts of different places throughout the campus. Business programs usually take place in a lot of our learning studios. So perhaps, trying to think if we're going to pass any on the way here. We may not, but they're kind of located in different general classrooms, in different lecture halls. So I don't think we're going to see one of our lecture halls right away, but We do have pictures in our virtual tour of our business areas, but it takes place in pretty much every single classroom that we have from one end of the building to the other. So there's not, yeah. So I'm going to run really quick right here. All right. So a little silent there. Perfect. Good stuff. Okay, that area is a really bad spot for internet, so I had to move a little bit quickly to get through it. I'm glad we're back in touch with each other. So we're just walking by a few different labs. There's a class going on. They're all staring at me like I have 3 heads, so I'm just going to kind of move past their classroom right now. But right behind me was our capstone room. Maybe I'll show that one a little bit. So that one is located right over here. And this is an area where students in their final year of chemical lab technology, chemical production power engineering technology, instrumentation control engineering technology, industrial automation, and power engineering tech do their capstone project, their final big projects of the year. It's kind of like a think space, a workspace, a make space, if you will, where we do all sorts of different things, but it's home to a lot of really nice equipment where students get to finish up their capstone projects. All right. So we are going to check out our distillation tower. And good stuff. Should be safe. All right. So I'm just turning on the lights. Good stuff. All right. How many people do we have with us, Eric? Good stuff. Okay. So this is our distillation tower. So if you're from Sarnia-Lambton, or even if you're not, you've driven by, or if you've ever seen a chemical refinery of any type, you've seen most likely 2 things. You've seen smokestacks, then you've also seen these really tall towers that are kind of domed at the top. It's not a smokestack, but it's really, really tall. This is a miniature version of one. What these are distillation towers, and this is where product is made. At the very top, you'll have one type of chemical, one type of product. Maybe it's butane, maybe it's methane, maybe it's something else. At the bottom, you'll have a different one. And at different levels, they can draw off different types of products or different types of materials. And that's how a lot of this stuff is produced. When we are in charge of producing methane or butane or whatever it might be, that's where these are coming from. They're coming from these distillation towers. And over in the back corner, you can see this really bright area. Where is it? Oop, there it is. Cool. So right over there is our distillation tower, and that's made out of acrylic. It's really tall, and that's where our students learn how these things operate, and they get to see it in real time. You can see the sieves. You can see the different chemicals being drawn off at different heights. All right, another classroom going on in our electronics lab. Just going to take a spin, show that off a little bit. So that's our electronics lab where students learn circuitry, where they learn different aspects of creation of electronics and instrumentation in all sorts of different programs that use that type of technology. So they do learn how to produce and create different electronics. Walking by a couple different areas here. This is our instrumentation control engineering industrial automation lab. Those robots are state-of-the-art robots. Are the current one used in industry in a lot of automotive plants and a lot of manufacturing. We're actually certified for our millwright students, and I believe our instrumentation students, to gain the certification from one of the world's largest robot manufacturers as part of the program. Those robots you can see doing some pretty cool things too. You might find one of them playing a guitar. You might find one making a mixed drink. You might find a robot dealing a deck of cards because our students have to learn how to program and run them and the tasks that they're given in instrumentation. All right. Cool. So we are in the far south side of the building. So getting my orientation mixed up. Hey, Blair. All right, and we're walking past a few different labs. Just going to take a look if there's anybody in this one. Yeah, there's a few people, so I can't pop in there. But this is our environmental water wastewater systems operation lab. We're one of the only 2 schools in the province who teach that. It's our USO program. Students in that program learn to create clean water for cities in environmentally friendly ways. We do have a clean water unit right behind me that can produce clean water, the same thing that you'd find in a city. And we team up with the only other school that teaches that, Northern in Timmins. And we teach it part online, part in person, but we actually team together to make sure you're getting the best information possible. All right, I think I can go in here. Don't tell anybody. We're just going to pop into this area real quick. All right, so this is our boiler unit. We have 2 of them. This produces power for our school. So we have an amazing power engineering technology program that graduates students with their second-class power engineer certificate at the end of their 3rd year. And you get all of your STEAM time along the way, your STEAM time reduction, that is towards your TSSA-approved power engineering certificate. And you gain that on these boiler units because it's producing power for our school as we speak. So that's a really neat aspect of our program. You don't have to go off-site to get that STEAM time reduction. We have that right here. All right. We're on our way. Any questions? Once again, I highly encourage you to use chat there. It's in the bottom left-hand corner of your, or right-hand corner, I keep saying left. It's in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. It's also on YouTube. If you want to apply to any of our programs, we will gladly help you do so. You can text us, you can email us, you can call us, you can use chat, use live chat. It's on virtually every single one of our web pages, www.lambtoncollege.ca. Open one of those up, say, hey, I want to apply to the pre-health sciences program. We will help you with that application. We will also cover your $95 application fee. All right, so we're just walking past a couple different areas. One is our advanced materials testing lab. Fun fact, I haven't talked about this yet, and I probably should have. We are the #1 school in all of Canada for research, applied research. So what that means is our students, well, we hire students to complete the research. We hired almost 300 last year. They also have these amazing lab spaces where they get to invent different materials and things. We are the #1 school in the entire country for research. All right. So I'm just going to move past this area because it is pretty much a dead zone for internet. Cool. Okay. So I wanted to get to that hallway a little bit. There was a lot of people around. I didn't want to disturb the classes. They all have their door open, probably, so it's easy for people to get in and out safely. Anyways, research. We're #1 in Canada. We brought in millions of dollars. We hired hundreds of students. And what they do is they take requests from governments and people and companies and they invent things. Maybe if a company wants a more eco-friendly product, or maybe if a group wants to reduce concussions in young people playing high contact sports, we take that task, we build it, we invent it. And that's exactly actually an example that we've done in the past is we developed a football helmet for young players playing high contact sports like football and rugby. They wear it on the bench. It has weights and gyroscopes in it. And it helps prevent a young person getting a concussion when they're out on the field by strengthening their neck muscles in really specific areas. It's reduced concussions. It actually won 2019 NFL's Most Innovative Product Award. So that's one small example of the many that we do. If you want to take part in research, just let us know. You can get involved. We'll hire you potentially. There's positions posted all the time, and you might invent something that the world has never seen before that might change the way people operate entirely. Or industries operate. So right behind me is our accessibility center. We want you to be successful. It's a win-win. If you're successful, we're successful. Accessibility is there to help you with that as well. So if you have any learning needs the school should know about, physical needs the school should know about, anything we can help you be more successful in, let us know through the accessibility department. Our counselors, our learning strategists are very friendly. They have a ton of tools that they can use to help you be the most successful student that you can be. All you have to do is pop in there, let them know what's going on, let them know your history, baby. Let them know a little bit about yourself and what you think might make you more successful, and that's exactly what they're there to do. If you have an IEP from high school, it doesn't transfer over directly, but they can oftentimes take that IEP and give you very similar accommodations, but you have to let them know first. All right, so we're just coming up on the registrar's office here. Busy spot today. All right, so the registrar's office is your administrative hub for the school. This is where all your admissions go through, where all of your course registrations go through, your timetable is created. It's also our financial aid office. So we do not have a separation of financial aid and registrars. Most schools do. So I'll lay out a scenario. Let's say you are at any other college in the province and you have a question about financial aid. You need help with your OSAP application. You need help with applying to a scholarship or a bursary. You would go to the financial aid department, you would take a ticket like you're at Service Canada, you would go wait in a chair. When your ticket number is called, you're gonna talk to somebody random. You might do that 10 days in a row, and you might talk to 10 different people. At our school, it's not like that at all. We have what are called enrollment service professionals, and they are there to make sure that you have everything you need from start to finish of your program. So day one, when you're accepted, they're the people that issue your admissions. You have questions about OSAP or financial aid, they're the people that are going to help you with that. And it's one person that looks after just you and your program. So if you're in a technology program, you're going to talk to Phil Babby. If you're in a health program, you're going to talk to Hannah Mislin. And that same person is going to be there with you from day one to the end of your program. And that way you know who to talk to. It's a lot easier to ask for help when you know who to ask for help from and you feel comfortable doing so. You're not taking a ticket, and you're talking to your person. All right, just down here, not gonna go down there because there's some students hanging out. Right down there is our IT help desk. Actually, maybe I will. Maybe we'll show you, because you couldn't quite see it from the picture. All right, so this is the IT help desk or the service desk. They are here to help you with all of the different tools you have as a student. When you become a student at Lambton, you will have access to different things like mylambton.ca, D2L, Web Advisor. If you have issues with any of these, maybe you're not seeing the course you're in on D2L, you can let the service desk know. If you have any IT related questions, they're there to help. Team of super friendly people. If you have any issues, I've never had an issue going to them. Many students don't. Very, very quick to get service and very, very friendly throughout the entire process. All right, so we're coming up on the counseling department. Reaching towards the end of our tour here. Just a couple more stops. Counseling. These people are here to help you with everything related to life, health, wellness, career, well, maybe not career advice, but academic advising to ensure you're on the best pathway to meet your career goals. So if you are unsure about, let's say you want to become this specific type of person in this specific industry, you can talk to an academic counselor and they can find out if that's going to be a good fit. Maybe you don't know what you want to do at all, and you're like, I know I want to go to school. I don't know what I'm good at. I don't know what might be a good fit. They can help you with that through different types of testing options that they have. They can do all sorts of different things and use all sorts of different tools to make sure that you are on the best pathway that you possibly can be on. They're also there for personal advice too. So if you want to meet with a counselor to talk about anything going on in your life, we are more than happy to meet with you. They're open 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. You can book a meeting with them by emailing counseling@lambtoncollege.ca. We also have a nurse on duty 5 days a week, a doctor here once a week, and we bring in a physiotherapist about once a month. They're on appointment basis. So just let them know what you need. Health related, academic related, personal related. Counseling is there to help you through all of that. All right, so we're just coming up on our library. And this is where we're going to end the tour in a little bit, but we'll have a chat first, answer any questions that you might have. So we're just walking past the library here. And this is the study hub, the resource hub of the school. Lots of different services inside that giant room there. Libraries you're going to see may not look like it right now, but most of the year, those desks are filled with computers. When we're back on campus full-time, you will definitely see that. That's because that's where a lot of our learning takes place. That's where a lot of our resources are now. We have a lot of e-texts and things like that. But a lot of programs need access to a computer, and in our library, you always have access to those types of tools. If you require any, let's say you have a class that requires an iPad, but maybe you don't have that iPad, you can let our front desk know. They can loan you different types of audiovisual and technical equipment. If you need a textbook, let's say you are electing not to purchase a textbook for one class, but you need it for an assignment. You can let the library know, and they might be able to rent that textbook to you, and you just use it inside the library and you return it when you're done. So they do have textbooks you can rent there. Always check with your professor if that's a good idea. Sometimes you need that textbook in class. You can't take the library textbook out, but it's a good way to save some money. There's also databases that you have access to as a student. They can help you with all of that. We are one of the last schools in the province to offer free tutoring to our students. You can take advantage of that by going over to the tutoring desk, signing up for free tutoring, or if you're doing well in your class, maybe you want to become a tutor. They're paid positions. They look great on your resume. So let the tutoring desk know if you're in year 2 or 3 of your program and you want to help out some students in first year or second year. Awesome, cool. So that's pretty much the campus in a nutshell. Does anybody have any other questions while we're live on the air with each other? Did anybody see something you were excited about? Maybe that you didn't see that you wanted to, that we know that we can build out for the future? Please let me know. You can also text us and email us anytime you like. I answer info@lambtoncollege.ca. It goes to me and a few other people that do the same job as me, our enrollment advisor teams, team of people. So info@lambtoncollege.ca goes right to a real person, doesn't go to a robot. It's checked daily. Usually we respond within 24 hours to 48 hours during busy times, but info@lambtoncollege.ca is a great, easy way to get a hold of us. You can text us at 1-844-LAMPTON. Text or call anytime you like. That number is there for you to use as much as you like or whenever you like. You can text us. You know, you think about something at 11 o'clock at night, text us, 1-844-LAMPTON. We're not going to respond right away, but we will get that message and we'll get back to you as soon as possible during regular business hours. So feel free, or please feel free to use that. Cool, yeah, I understand we got some questions coming, so sweet. Emma, are you going to show the Border Services Department? Great question. So a little bit earlier in the tour, I don't know if you've been here the whole time, Emma, or not, but we walked past our fitness studio, and then we walked past a second fitness studio. And inside of that, I believe, were students in our Protection Security Investigation program, which shares a lot of courses as Border Services. So we saw a little bit of that earlier. And then apart from that, we do have a lab downstairs. Unfortunately, I don't have a key to that one, and I don't believe the faculty member was in there today. She may have been, but I didn't get a chance to see. But we do have a forensic investigation and mock courtroom in our basement where it's our new criminal justice lab. So we do have that as well. We did not get to see that today. However, we are going to try and arrange all of these lab spaces to be open during March break. So if you are available on March break, please come back. We will show you all that type of stuff. So we saw part of it, is what I'm trying to say. We saw the fitness aspect. There's a pretty large fitness component of our Protection Security Investigation, Police Foundations, and Border Services program. We got to see that a little bit. And then on March break, we are definitely going to be opening up some more lab spaces that we don't have direct access to all the time, like our criminal justice lab. So we will get you in there on March break, so be sure to come back. It's kind of a neat spot. We can convert it from a mock courtroom to a crime scene to just a regular classroom as needed. So that's between a regular standard classroom and that criminal justice lab. That's where you're going to spend most of your time. So we saw part of it, is what I'm trying to say. Not all of it, though. It's cool that you're looking at that program, too. How can students find off-campus housing? Is there available site page with postings? So not ran by us. So off-campus housing doesn't go through the college. We don't have like a college, what am I trying to say, directory or like a college resource page for off-campus housing. I mostly push students towards Kijiji. That's where most postings are. There was a website at one point, and I haven't checked it in the last 6 months or so. It was, I believe it was studenthousing.ca or sarniastudenthousing.ca, one of those two. You can give that a Google, see if it's out there, but we don't have a direct college-affiliated off-campus housing resource that I can share with you. The best I can recommend is our residents. We see or live about 280 students in residence. Meal plans are included with fees. You can see all the fees and all the different things you need to know about residents on www.lambtoncollege.ca/residents. But yeah, off-campus housing, no direct resource that I can share with you, just Kijiji and the good old Google machine is the best thing I can recommend for that. Great question though. Cool. These are awesome. Please, if you have any other questions, type away. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what programs you're looking at. Let me know if I can help you at all. And our conversation doesn't need to end here by any means. We have live chat on our website, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 6, Fridays, 9 to 3, Saturdays, 11 to 2. Load up lambtoncollege.ca. You're going to find our live chat service on there whenever you like, Monday through Friday, Saturdays as well. Start a chat with us. I answer live chat. Logan answers live chat. He's on there right now chatting with some of you people. Adam answers it. Between the three of us, we man the live chat and take care of that for anybody. So it goes to a real person. It's not a robot. That goes directly to my phone or my computer. So livechat.lambtoncollege.ca for the live chat service. Anytime you like, you can email us, info@Lambton. You can text us, 1-844-LAMPTON, and we will pay for your application. So if you're here, maybe you've applied, maybe you've got an offer, congrats on doing so. Maybe you're thinking about it. Let us make that decision easier by helping you with your application fee. We'll cover the $95 fee for you on ontariocolleges.ca. We will make that decision as easy as possible. And what that's going to allow us to do is get an offer to you. You can choose to accept that offer. You can choose to not accept that offer. I certainly hope that you do, but opening that door is half the battle. So let us help you get there. Let us get that application in together. We'll cover the $95 fee. We'll open the opportunity for you to attend classes with us in September. And if you choose to accept it, fantastic. We'll be happy to get you from now until September and help you throughout the entire time. And if not, at least we were able to get you that offer and opening that potential door for you to attend. So please take advantage of that. I highly encourage you to apply. There's lots of time too. We are accepting applications for virtually all of our programs currently. Some programs have waitlisted, but you can still apply to them. Seats open up. It's not unheard of that we see seats open up after the equal consideration deadline of February 1st for highly competitive programs. So still apply to those programs, even if they're waitlisted. We'll help you do that as well. Like I said, we'll cover your $95 application fee. All right, so that's pretty much the tour. I hope you guys had a good time. Thanks for everybody for sticking around. If there's anything else we can do for you, like I said, our conversation doesn't end here. We're gonna be back in 2 weeks. We're gonna be back during March break. We're gonna do all sorts of different ones. We're gonna do our fire school soon. We're gonna do residence and our event center pretty soon too. Definitely during March break, we're gonna set those up for you, if not a little bit sooner. But thank you so much. Once again, my name is Brady. Hopefully you guys had a good time. I would love to chat with you in the future. Feel free to text us or email us. I know we put it on the screen a bunch of times now. But please, yeah, use that as much as you like. I would be happy to set up a conversation with you or your parents or your caregivers, and we can talk about Lambton and how we can make this work for you. All right, well, we're gonna sign off here. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out today, and I hope that I can chat with you soon. And congratulations on your offer if you got one. If not, let us help you get you that offer. And I really hope that we can start a conversation soon, and I hope you guys have a good day. All right, see you, everybody.
I wish I would have done that. Oh, I have goosebumps right now when I say this.
I'm gonna get emotional.